Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Songs of Syx. Here we are with our little town, and as you can see it's a bit different as I have finished last episode. Well, why is it different? I sorted out our exports and imports to constantly have food. Even if a case of bad harvest, we will be importing a small amount of food just to keep us from starving. I started stockpiling some drinks along with the food, but I had to distribute the smaller food portion because, well, we have a really severe drought of camera. I managed to upgrade in the waiting game or mine. Spend a lot of money for that, don't ask, it was a pain. And or coal mine, subsequently increasing both of their production by 50%. The same is in where the fuck is it? Here it is. The same is happened with our clay pit and a few more of our production facilities. So now we are looking a bit better, but I am still going to splurge a lot, spend some cash and upgrade everything, because I realized we don't need more people because they are getting bogged down by our farms and we are able to hardly produce enough for our population to our industry. So now the question, not the question, now the solution lies not in expanding our production capabilities in terms of size, but in terms of technology, and that was a waiting game. Honestly, to get enough money, to get some criminals, enslave them, have a trader rock up and sell them. As you can see, we had a fair amount of accidents lately, some experience boosting on the cotton farms to expand it, eclipse, drought. This was the heavy drought that caused me to set up imports. Luckily it didn't happen yet, so now our fixing is went on fairly well. Our population exploded thanks for that, and we are on the verge of 1,000 people population. I will really be happy if a small little raider band will attack us, so we can respond to them in kind, beat them up and have some slaves to sell. Not that meager amount that we can, well, also generously recruit from our population if they commit crimes. I have also started a small little what the oh, vegetables, okay. I have also started a small little town or outskirts over here because I have expanded our farms just a bit and also employed a hauler over here just to have all this wood ready to be hauled over here to our little city. Now I'm thinking about getting some transports and heavy wagons to ease the burden on our colonists, because as you can see they are constantly juggling around resources and I want them to be a bit free and honestly free up the farmland farmer hands after they finish our daily tending duties. So that's what I am going to do next one. And as you can see, now we have a bit of a free population. So I'm thinking about exporting or importing again a ton of metal to be able to expand on our knowledge or technologies to gain that little bit of an uh, extra boost in that. As you can see, our main technologies didn't really increase that much, but we definitely put a few points or another point in husbandry, a few more on crops and such. Forestry, that was the scene. Soldiering extra point, you've seen these. So yeah, we are a bit increasing our stuff. What I'm thinking about is also getting another point in trade negotiations, because that way we can get more for our trade goods what we are exporting, and that allows us to rack up some more wealth, because we are honestly wealthy as fuck. But more money never hurt anybody, especially where we are going to rely on exports or imports, especially on the later stages of the game. We may reach a point soon enough that we will be able to tax or nearby states or starting province, and that is going to be very helpful for us, because as you can see, it taxes 40% clay, 50% stone and 60% on wood, what I will change up definitely, but I don't think I will, just modify it a bit, because it's freeing up a ton of people in wood, clay and on stone production. That is going to be a huge boost for us, especially if we are we only can free up our people from wood. That's also going to be about 60 people. I'd leave one stack there, definitely the 30 people. That's going to be a massive boost for our economy. So let's just get to it. All honestly, we are rambling on. So bakeries are going on once again, and I'm going to activate it all. So what's going to happen? First of all, massive import of steel or iron, 170. Import in pottery, 500, and import in furniture another 300. That's going to be a huge expense for us. As you can see, our earnings are steadily increasing thanks to this trade negotiation. So I'm going to sacrifice that 1 point. We are able to scrunch out for it, and as you can see now, our selling prices are steadily coming up. Thankful to that. So this is unable to produce because there's no silk, so we are switching it up to leather again, because it, as you can see, we are running a bit of a surplus of it. So yeah, let's go with it until our waivers finally get on point with it. So we are allocating just a bit more people to that. And an accident occurred in the metals matter. No deaths. But one death. Just as I was about to say. God damn it. Okay, let's see what we can invite. Nobody. Okay, not a problem. Because if you see on the demography, we have 14 children there, 15 children there, and we are looking healthy. Only the humans are lagging behind. Okay, I can show more people at the pottery situation, but I'd rather decrease that just to have some free workforce and let them go at it. So now we are back again in the waiting game. The winter had passed with a ton of excuse me, with a ton of spare food, thankfully. So how are we looking? Well, the drinks are not really being produced enough. I feel like that we are going to kick them down a bit. We could use hands somewhere else. Let's give 2 more to a ration maker. Just to have a bit of a rations for domestic use, because we have food for days for our army, and now we are stockpiling drinks for them. After that we are probably going to raise up an army and conquer this neighboring state. And they are looking mighty fine in grain production, vegetables, food. So after we conquer them, we are going to tax about 10% of their stuff, or maybe 20, and that we are going to kick up or stockpiles. And now finally, for some reason, we got a retiree, and that kicked up our humans. Or no, back. That boosted our human satisfaction, so we are going to invite them into the colony and go at it. Now that we have just a tad bit more people, feel like we are going to put them back to work over the training guard. As you can see, our training has been completely finished. This force is good. So slowly but surely we are increasing them to have a maximum amount of training that they can receive from, well, these training dummies. And that's going to make our little garrison that much stronger. as we have one people there. So, using the steel, let's upgrade this laboratory and upgrade our secondary smelter. Oh, and we can upgrade it 2 times. Very good. Now this is looking mighty fine, if I may say so. This is going to produce us a lot of metal as soon as we are able to spare the manpower to turn it on. And that's going to happen very quickly. Or maybe happening already. But because we are running a surplus in both coal and in ore, thanks to our upgrades. Now I could upgrade it one more time in the ore, which I'm definitely going to do just a bit later on, because as you can see it's stupidly expensive to do so. And yeah, that's not happening to mine those, so we are stuck with this. But we can expand it, but we're still unable to throw maximum amount of people at this one, so expanding it is not really going to happen anytime soon, because I don't see a reason for it, because it's 72% of deposits. Well, maybe just giving them these tiles is just going to increase it a tad bit more. I am not sure. The only reason is to find out, and that would require the stopping of production completely. And I am not fond of that to do so. And now we have two slaves, and absolutely zero law or zero crime ever since we enslaved that people. Good. The winter is in reach with 9 days worth of food. I feel like we are safe, but now our people, or tailors, managed to eat up all the leather, so we are going to switch that recipe over and leave that one working on the leather to keep that stockpile low, nicely and used, and another one is to just get ahead of the problem and keep maintaining it that level, because it seemed like that we have a deficit of stuff, not actually a problem because with our productions, but we just unable to well cough up to ourselves. It seems like everybody got access to everything that we promised. Yep. You're giving them one more clothes is just going to be a huge drain. So we are not going to allow them. But we are midwinter, 10 days. We are confident that we can handle another large batch of migrants, and we have enough research points to get these logistics, to have some animals helping us out in the carrying stuff around part of the city. We are going to give a 10% extra to our mushroom production, because that is the only thing that is bit of a lacking, and this is going to give us another 10% bonus both in food, wool and leather. I'm not sure she should take it, so we are going to leave it at that for now, but next time we are going to have, here is it, a brewery upgrade. Okay, now with this amount of surplus paper we are going to give some extra to the clay mines to get ahead of the problem, so we can keep producing pottery, as we are definitely gonna need more speakers around town to well keep our people up to date and just lessen the burden in the middle of the city. Okay, I'm probably going to need another latrine over here, or lavatory. Preferably we are going to have a bit of a less crowded one over here to have a bit of an impact on quality too. And we have reached 1,000 population on the dot, or maybe a bit more. Yeah, 1,043. Excellent. So we are going to set up taxes. When we don't have administration points, so I think I seen that somewhere. Yeah, administration unlocks level chieftain. Oh, we did not got it yet? No, we did not. Oh, we are 4 shy. Okay. Yeah, so this is the actual number. We are going to rectify that real quick, or no. Okay, as you can see now, our food production with that extra research in that production is really kicking off, as we can sustain ourselves so much better. Is it 9 days worth of food is enough to outlast us for a while, but I feel like if we come under a heavier attack, maybe a siege or something, that is really inadequate. Okay, we need only 25 gears to upgrade that one. I think I'm going to... Oh, that's very expensive. That's so expensive. That's just stupidly expensive to import. As you can see, there is only 16 on the market. And this is rising rapidly. Okay, now our military supply of drinks are slowly getting filled up. After that we are going to stop fetching it and let it be supplied to our military to build up a domestic supply use. Got a ton of grain, but this is requiring us a ton of pottery too, which are currently getting withdrawn back. Why the actual clay? For people it just lost, or no, one more to that. Probably a hunter. Someone just died out of an accident. Okay, that's something. Alright, another point. Soon enough we are able to upgrade it. So masonry is slowly chipping away, creating us some cut stones, but I honestly don't know what we are going to do with them. Expect building or upgrading or housing. I don't really think any reasonable thing that will need it. That's going to be a bit later on. We're going to order this amount of trees to be felled, and there's a huge amount of trees just waiting to be hauled in to our warehouses. Ah yes, this is it. Transport, we need to build it. Put one here. Definitely we need one in a somewhat central location of our city. It is fine because we just route it around there. And just want to hold this huge amount of wood or stuff everywhere. Just one over here to our market depots. That I'm going to need some furniture, steel and cut stones. We got enough metal to go for days. That's just great. Still need the machinery to upgrade our stuff furthermore. gonna help us out. Just having a bit of a surplus, and it's already gone. Okay, so we are going to order about 200 more. Bring that in. The treasury are slowly clearing up. This was our large spending spree, and this was our next. We spent very minimal, honestly nothing. We only lost money to inflation, because yeah, that's just a wonderful thing. Fucking inflation again in this game. Grain supplies are honestly very high once again. But now, can we sell it for nothing? Yeah, for one. Yeah, we are not selling it. We are going to need it for brewery. Can we? We can't. We need 750 for it. Human nursery limit 800. $400. Let's go for it. Make some kids. Make me the future generation of, well, volunteers. Furniture just came in. Good. And I see we need another batch of pottery too to keep stuff going. Now our little stockpile of drinks are done. I'm going to have to create the same little stockpile of weapons. Armor and crossbow or bows, I feel like. So we are going to have to switch into that or tack into that to weaponsmithing and armor smithing. This is going to need the smithy too. So we are have to build another one. And honestly, I just get into weaponsmithing now. So how could I entice more people to join? I could grant them access to an extra piece of wood for the humans to max that out, but nothing else really. Not many reaching the retirement. So we are going to bump that up to 20% and 15%. Hopefully that will increase their fulfillment. Yes, increase their happiness massively. For humans, it's probably a ton of retirees are just gone popped in there, right? Only one, but that was enough to appeal to our human population. That's good enough because now they are beginning to attract immigrants. Everything is looking fine and dandy. So far, so good. Well, that was going to have to cut it for today. Because this was episode, oh, I don't know, 20 maybe? Yeah, I feel like 28, any 20 something episode of Songs of Syx. And as you can see, more population is arriving into humans to supplement them immediately. That's good. So I'm going to speed up just until we are managing to accept enough people to kick our population above 1,000. So, new rank of chieftain has been acquired, and now we can tax people around here in our starting region, but for that we are going to have to build logisticals, or not logistics but administrative stuff, and for that we need paper and furniture. Furniture is okay, paper is also fine, but we are going to need to shove more people into what again? As you can see, wood, because with increased paper production we are definitely going to need some more wood. Okay, so what do we want you to transport? Okay, set the transport target room. This transport will transport to a warehouse or a hauler. We are going to increase their radius, all of them, so they are not. So he is going to hold shit into this area. Back on that, create a dedicate. No, we are needing this clay over here. So we definitely don't need ore and coal over here because we have a dedicated supply depot for it somewhere here. Here it is. Okay, so hope that's going to happen. This is holding wood. From this stockpile. Because it has nothing, so maybe grain should be better. Yeah. This is holding grain into this stockpile, so it will be easily accessible to our ration makers and such, and should be holding cotton too, but it can only hold one. Let's just have it going on cotton because that is more serious for us. Okay, second one. This one also holding stuff into here, but this one is working on the cotton. The third holder is going to work on, what do we have lying around here unharvested? Honestly not much, because I didn't thought it would work like this. But let's just say him to collect all of the coal and bring it in here. And maybe I need vegetables. That is more. Hopefully they will work. Oh yeah, and I need it close by to these areas where they holding, because this is not going to be the destination where they will bring it in, but the starting point. Okay, I understand, and I have fucked up because I will need a lot of holders around here. That's going to. Okay, I'm going to iron this one out. You don't need to see that one. This episode has gone on long enough, and I have already said my goodbyes about 5 minutes ago, and now I'm going to stop babbling and say my usual phrases. Thank you for joining in. Hope you enjoyed and learned something. I certainly did, and I hope I see you again next time in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining and supporting the channel, and have a good one. Goodbye.